me tell you how much I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, stood no chance, but you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me one say that me love you, that me love you, that me love. Hey, me no go one day wonder without my baby, without me love, without me love. And no dance and sing and a thing, because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Chada, 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 chada. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Chada, 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 chada. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. Tell me we happy, love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under, to get under. I know, but your love in my life control that. I lay down my life this way, do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings they come my way, and all the bad things they turn and away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Greetings and gratitudes, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers, hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers, hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers, how y'all doing? I'm good. I'm looking like yesterday because I've been on the road since this morning. And I'm hella tired. I just stopped at the Golden Corral and got me a little veggie plate and devoured that in a matter of few minutes. Okay, I didn't devour it. It's still a lot of food left in this motherfucking box. But I took my little 7 bites and I'm the fuck all right. Okay? Good. Gratitude, y'all. I had a few calls like, is you going to do the horoscopes? And I said, yeah. So I was just kind of waiting till I'm on the road. You know, I like to do them when I'm out on the road. Um, so that's what it was. But I'll try to be more consistent when doing them in the beginning of the month. But I know that I had last month already reached into October, like the first week. So I was like, well, that's fine. I'll be able to do the mid months. So I may also start letting you all know when I'm doing it or when I'm live via the way that I did today, because I was quite aware. I could tell that they had not sent out my notifications letting you all know that I was getting ready to go live to do the horoscopes. So I just went into the sectors um and let everyone know. I went into my group chat and let everyone know. So if you are in any of the sectors, or you need to be in any of the sectors, please make sure you reach out on my email and send me, I need your name and your phone number via this email, so I will know that you have not been added to the sectors. The sectors are broken down in different groups, and by your state is what it is. So you will know who is in your state's sectors in case anything happens. You have info to be able to reach out to other people and say, hey, um, I'm not all right. This is going on. I need to talk to someone in my sector, and you'll have information of maybe what's happening inside of that state's sector, and you can reach out to everyone in that capacity. Okay, so with all of that being said, we are going to start with the horoscopes and get started. All right. Ding 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 ding. Greetings and gratitudes. We are getting ready to do the mid-month and beginning of November horoscopes, starting with Virgo. All right, let's get it cracking. Let me say my prayer first, and we will enter and we will go into it. Greetings, Yehuda. Here we go. So greetings and gratitude to intranet, and greetings and gratitude to Simeon Yehuda. So let's go. Virgo, when push comes to shove, you don't mind shoving anyone, and you definitely don't mind pushing a motherfucker either. So when push comes to a shove, don't feel like you can't shove a motherfucker right on out your way if it comes to you being to your preservation and what you need to do for self. Uh, Huh. Spirit says gratitude to the Virgo on how you have been leaning upon the Spirit and listening to your soul and allowing it to lead you to where you need to go. There's going to be some sort of amazing opportunity that hits some of the Virgos where it's an opportunity that you never saw coming. You didn't even think that you like would, excuse me, qualify for anything like this, or you didn't think that this would even apply to you, but the Spirit says go for it. Don't allow yourself to sit back and make it hinder you. You're going to be just fine going into this. I also feel like Virgo, for some of you, there is a tragedy that is lurking around the corner, but I feel like you are aware of this, or you know that this may be a potential to happen. And I feel like, yes, this is getting ready to happen in your space of existence, Virgo. Don't fret. You're going to be okay. What needs to happen will happen. I need to speak to a Virgo in particular, and you may be on here already, or you may find this video later. What they're wanting me to say is there is a Virgo who I feel like her daughter is in a very abusive relationship. The Spirit says don't worry, we have our hands on it, we are working on this situation. I feel like there's some sort of incident that either will take place in a car or has taken place in a car, and I feel like this incident may be the catalyst to remove her from that situation. Okay, gratitude, Spirit. Virgo, Spirit said you're about to be on your Nino Brown bullshit, meaning you're going to grow and you're going to feel like a boss. You're going to feel like you're able to move around these streets like you've been saying that you want to. There's going to be an opportunity that lands on your table, Virgo. I can't stress this enough, that this is something that you really, really need to look for, look at, and this is going to help your pockets financially. Don't give all of your money away when you receive it. Don't give all of your money away. It is okay for you to sit on it. It is okay for you to spend some. It's okay for you to engage with others. You don't have to go broke though, um, to prove a point that you're on your Nino Brown bullshit. Okay. We have to go into a medical part of this, and y'all know how the Spirit does. The Spirit will get you correct, get you right all the way, when it comes to medical, even if it's sexual medical. I feel like somebody either has or will um engage in a sexual activity where excuse me, um the penis may be too big, and that is whether that is a homosexual act or a heterosexual act. I don't know, but please, please, please be very cautious as to the sexual engagements that you're in right now, Virgo, or that you may partake in, Virgo, because I keep feeling like my stomach hurts, like something has happened where um, there is it was too much strength in there. There was too much strength in there. So we need to be very careful about it, okay? Gratitude. So Spirit says some of you Virgos have been backtracking in your life and not going backwards, but just mentally thinking about things from your past. Not that you're focused on it, but you're trying to figure out and do your shadow work on how you can heal. And I know one Virgo in particular, because this is absolute. Um, And so Spirit says, Don't feel afraid of what you will see inside of your shadow work, looking into your past. Some things may come in and you may be triggered to what has happened. Please know that you are okay and you can work through it. Some of you are looking for reasons to start back your vices or start back into your bad habits. Do not allow this to be the catalyst to that. Do not allow this to be your moment of fucked up. Okay? Don't allow this shit that's happening to be the moment of being fucked up to where you're like, okay, well, this is it. I'm gonna go back smoking again. No, you're not. You will pass your test. You will stand strong. You will do well. Don't break your own code. If you can't stand on your own moral ground and say, I'm going to pass this test, how can you ever tell the spirit you're ready again? Because you keep telling the spirit that you are ready. The spirit is testing you to see if you are ready. You're going to be okay. The Lama Dama says that she is, hey, Lama Dama, mama. I love her. She says Lama Dama too. Okay. Lama Dama too is working medically with a lot of you Virgos to heal your physical body. Some of you have just been calling out. You didn't even know who to call out to. She says that her and Muriel Light has heard your prayers, your cries, and that yes, they're working very diligently to heal some things. I know that there is some of you that have top to bottom illnesses or ailments. Some are with the legs. Mama says, I got it from here. She says, call upon my name. She's so fucking sweet. I love her. She says, call upon my name. I am the Lama Dama. Two. She says, you also may call me Mama too. She says, or Marilite. Yes. I need to also say that Gaden and Gideon, because she keeps saying the ethers have them covered as well. So gratitude, Virgo. Gaden and Gideon right now is over you, are heading you, and they have you covered as well. Okay, gratitude. Capricorn. Financial stability is looking good on your behalf. Gratitude to the spirit. Dionysus, I gotcha. Your ancestors have you covered. They are working on your behalf, Capricorn. But some of y'all just are like in your, as Malika calls it, your E or energy, like, woe is me. I'm never having money. I'm always, you need to let that go and stop that so you can have what the spirit says you can have, what your soul, the internet says you can have. So Capricorn, gratitude to you, and congratulations to you because you're going to have some good financials coming to you, like towards the end of this month. I want to say the first or second um, week of November. And even if that's just you obtaining the job that you were trying to obtain, don't allow the spirit to bless you with this job and then you fuck it up and not go because you didn't have a way to get there. You don't know when another job is going to hit your table. Some of you have been planning on and have started some businesses that have not been doing well. Spirit says you need to get your production up and going. You need to promote, promote, promote. Promotion is going to be your best friend. Some of you need to take full advantages of the TikToks and all of the other social medias that can possibly help you. Yehuda says living life outside of yourself is going to be prevalent to you. I don't really understand what that means, but I'm going to see if I get more information about that, Capricorn. Mm. Spirit says basically you being in or out of a relationship does not make you. You need to step outside of yourself, Capricorn, to figure out where you're going to go inside of your own life's experiences. You're holding too deeply to what your children say, to what a spouse says, to what you think your mama wants you to do, to what your father may want, what your best friend says. Spirit says we don't care about any of that. We need for you to look at yourself thoroughly and get to it. That goes for the Scorpio, as well as the Aquarius, Sagittarius as well. We need to be on our Nino Brown shit too. Not that we need to be out here selling drugs, but we need to be like we walking in like we the fucking boss, like we are ruling the motherfucking streets. Okay, Capricorn. Huh. Spirit says, don't worry about like changing you so everyone can see your greatness. Your greatness shines through already. You continue to do and stay on the path that you're going on, that you should be going on inside of your greatness. Stop trying to do what everybody wants you to do. Just do what you need to do for self, and the rest of the shit will fall in line. There's getting ready to be something with your one of your parents, one of your parentals. I keep saying the mother though. um Either you're going to find out some not so good news, or something is happening with your mom, Capricorns, a few of the Capricorns. And we want you to really really pay attention to it. um for some reason, either one of the Capricorn, you may be on here right now, you're linked to the LGBTQ plus. Please don't add no more fucking letters to that. I can't hardly get it out. Um, he says I need to add and non-binary. Okay. Um, there is something, either y'all, one of somebody's just found out that their mother is like gay, or didn't know, or your mom has just found out that you are gay. Whatever this is, please don't put too much stock in that. Know that this is either, just your life and you're gonna live it the way the fuck you need to, or just know she is finally finding herself the way she needs to. Okay, I'm not sure on which way that goes, unless it goes both ways for a couple people. She owes no one anything, and you owe no one anything as well. You are because you just are, Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, it's going to be very important that you watch your pockets, though, although they're building and things are happening for you on a great scale, because I feel like there's either something where somebody's going to be like, hey, do you want to put some money in my company, or hey, do you want to merge with my company? Spirit says no, because that person will be embezzling money, or that person is stealing money. Like, whatever, even if you've already done this, you need to really pay attention to your income with this person, because money is being embezzled, meaning money is being taken from the company without your knowledge, or will be being taken out of the company without your knowledge. So whatever that is, like, I don't give a fuck if that is your best friend, and she is like, best friend, go into business with me, and y'all like, no, if you haven't done it, don't fucking do it. If you've done it already, pay attention, because money is being spent without your knowledge. Spirit says taking chances are few. Don't be afraid to take them. Now, as far as your love life goes, for the singles and for those that are in relationships, relax. Period. Relax. Period. Like, you will see the light. You will understand where you need to go. I feel like I'm talking about those that are in a relationship. You're going to see the light. You will see how you need to handle the particular situation that either is arising or has arisen. You're going to see how that is supposed to go. Um, there's a question with the Capricorn that you're wanting to know: did your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, don't give a fuck, has been either mean to your child, or is being overly aggressive or overly disciplinarian to your child? Yes, they the fuck have. Please pay attention. Yes, They have. Please pay attention, okay? Gratitudes. Cancer. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to the deluxe apartment in the sky. Okay. Some of you cancers have been saying that you wanted to either purchase the house, buy the land, or move into the new unit. Yes, you're going to be able to do that. We need to start putting in the paperwork immediately, like right now. Even if we can't do it until next week, we need to make sure that we do this, Cancer, okay? Because, yes, you're going to get what it is that you need. That place that you're asking for, Spirit said they've already heard you. No need to beg for it. You ain't got to get on your knees for it. He said he is not Juicy J. All you got to do is if you ask him to. Okay? He just might change your life. And period. He said, however, let's take a step back. Let's get the move taken care of before we start to put funds into the business. Like some of you are starting a business, and yes, they want you to do that, but they need you to move first. They need you to take care of that first, okay? I feel like this is going to be like a really good like month, even though there's going to be like some things from the end of this mid month of October going into like the first 2 weeks of November. There's going to be some shakeups. Like it'll be some things you might argue with your spouse, but everything is going to clear back off the table. Like this is not a grounds for a breakup or no shit like that. Like, um, excuse me, you may have a worry about your parent, but nothing is coming of that. It's going to be okay. Um, enjoy the next 3 to 4 weeks. No worries, just continue to do what it is that you're trying to do. Some of you, somebody is wanting to know what is happening inside of their back. um and I feel like this not only goes for the Cancer, I feel like it goes again for the Scorpio, for the Taurus, and for the Libra gang. Okay, I don't know why I need to say it that way. They told me to say it that way for the Libra gang. um there is either a pinched muscle, or your nerves or muscles are spasming, and that is what's causing the issue, or the pain, or the sciatic that you're feeling is caused by a spasm that is happening, okay? Now, somebody is going to be coming from the past, Cancer, and it's going to take you for a shock. Now, again, I need to address that to the Scorpio and to the Libra, Capricorn, Sag, and Pisces, okay? Pay attention. Someone from your past is going to come into your life. You need to decide and dictate how you're going to deal with that person. Not everyone is coming in for the correct reasons. Some people, someone may feel like you have the ability to help them, and so they have fucked up intentions. Their intentions are not pure, okay? Shit, I just went through some shit like this. I don't have fucking time for it. If you coming from my past, bitch, go take a seat, because I don't have it to do, okay? Um, and because I feel like it's really going to sound genuine, like damn, you will think that you've just ran into that person, and they may have been watching you, notating your steps, already been on your Facebook or social media. It's like this person is not a by chance. This is not a by chance kind of thing. They kind of have been biding and waiting for their moment. Also, Cancer, let me say this too. They may not be the only person that is watching you, and it may be this person or it may be a different situation, Cancer, because someone is waiting for you to say the correct, like, political thing for them to come into your space to cause havoc. Like, for instance, say that you're on Instagram or something, and you give your opinion on possibly like whatever Kanye West has said or something, for hypothetical. Somebody has just been waiting for their moment to jump in and say something to you, to pull you and bait you. So don't fall for it. Nobody gives a fuck. Don't fall for it. Okay? Also, pay attention. Oh, that hurts so badly. Pay attention to your sinuses and your sinus headaches, Cancer, because I feel like that's kicked up or something. Like, because my sinuses is hurting so bad right now. Pay attention to your sinuses or the headaches, because I feel like it is your sinuses. Okay. Gratitude, gratitude. I feel like there's gonna be like a lover's quarrel, but it doesn't. Again, I must stress, for some reason, Yehuda says to stress it. There may be a lover's quarrel. Don't get too bent out of shape, because perhaps you're not hearing it correctly. Perhaps you're in your feelings about it. Perhaps it's not what you're thinking. Don't get bent out of shape about it. Okay? Gratitude, Cancer. Libra. Libra. Sometimes when you're chasing the finances, you get chasing the finances through the mazes. Sometimes you get lost and can't find your way back. And so those that love you and surround you can sometimes feel that crunch or that cramp, or can feel unimportant, or like they're coming second to that dollar chase. So make sure that you are leaving a string behind you. So if you are chasing that almighty dollar, um, you're able to circle back with that string and find yourself back, because sometimes you have a tendency to go over and beyond, Libra, when you're chasing something and you forget who was chasing it with you. Don't forget who is on your side, Libra. Somebody is a Libra or is on here named Kat or Kate. Grandma says, "Hi, I love you. Happy birthday." It's like Kate or Katie or Kat. Grandma says, "Happy birthday." Also, trust yourself. I feel like you've been putting in a lot of time, Libra, on different things, again, like chasing that dollar, and you are not paying attention to self. You're not paying attention to health. You're not paying attention to household, because of that. And it's almost like you're trying to justify your actions because, oh, I'm out here trying to get that money. Doesn't matter if your home is suffering. Hmm. Okay, uh, Libra. Uh, Spirit says late night loving is not all that the household needs. The household also needs time, attention, and intimacy as well. It's almost like some of you are coming off or coming across as if like, because of what you do, that's it. I think the consensus of today is Nino Brown, because again, I hear it again, like, you're coming off as if you're Nino Brown, like, sit your ass down, your $5 ass down before I make change. Like, stop talking to people recklessly. Stop coming off like that. Like, especially if you're the one that's paying the bills in the house, like, you don't run everything just because you are chasing the dollar. Okay. Spirit says also that smoke is going to get you. Now I need to understand what they mean, Libra, by that. He says two ways that smoke is going to get you. Like the smoke that you're kicking up creating, as well as the smoke that you are um smoking. Like you need to relax on both of those, Libra. Like if you are a smoker, you need to take a step back. You are overly smoking. You're smoking way too much. Some of the Libras need to push back from the table because you are using the food as a vice as well. Like some of you have stopped smoking or wasn't smoking, but the food is your vice. The food is your smoke. I need for you to watch that. Let me move that so you can see gratitude. Spirit says, Libra, that they understand that you are not a traditional person. So you don't have to fall into the traditions. If you don't want to take your children trick or treating, you don't celebrate that, or you don't do Thanksgiving, please know that that is okay. Don't allow yourself to be pressured and pushed into things that you feel like is not right for you in your life. That goes a long way. Your voice can go carry a long way, but you can do it in a respectful manner as well. You don't have to be nasty. For some reason, I need to keep stressing that. Watch how you're talking. You may have a valid point, but nobody will hear you if you are on that Nino Brown shit. I feel like there are several Libras that need checkups. Like you need to have a full body physical or some sort of checkup because you have something going on that you are very unaware of. Um, for some, it could be catastrophic. I feel like that goes for um, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Aquarius, Pisces. For some reason, Libra, Levianite says that he wants you to call out to him when it comes to the parental situation, because it feels like there's a situation again with a parent or you being a parent that is really starting to get under your skin, and it's almost like you keep asking about it. You don't know how to handle it or take care of it. Listen, do your due diligence. Call out to the spirit, call out to Levianite, call out to your ancestors, allow them to work on your behalf. No tears, cut all the crying out. um Feel whatever it is you're feeling, but allow yourself to process this, okay? Taurus. Okay, so Spirit says you are feeling like the financial situation has not been your friend this month. However, some of you have been manifesting and making it happen for you and making it work for you and good for you. But I feel like just know that everything that you're trying to do as far as finances go will will supersede. That's the word that was used. Will supersede that. Now, there's something, and I believe maybe this is the medical thing because I'm starting to feel like I have really, really bad heartburn right now. I feel like that I have acid reflux. So please pay attention to that because it may not be something that's very serious, but maybe you need to watch what you're eating, one, and drink more water, two. Also, look into getting some like some antacid pills or chewables, something that's going to help with the acid reflux, okay? Also, your grandma says they're watching you. Also, I keep hearing nice vocals, nice vocals. Like someone is either singing in a shower or they're constantly singing. There's a Taurus child. I know my Taurus daughter sings all the fucking time. And so I need to say nice vocals. Put your foot down. Okay, we have some issues going on. Put your foot down with someone in your life that's very close to you, and that could be your best friend or your sister, brother, cousin, mother, father. Someone in your life is kind of trying you, Taurus. They're kind of testing you just to see how far they can push the envelope. And then if you say something, they kind of like, oh, okay, let me back. But like somebody is kind of trying you just to see where the envelope is, and like, have they put too much inside the envelope? Is shit starting to fall out, seep out? So yeah, somebody is pushing the envelope with you. Spirit says, don't let a relationship be all that you pray about, that you're asking about, because, honey, for real, you don't even know if you want to be in a relationship. You don't even know if you're ready to be in a relationship. But it seems to be all that you're talking about these days, again, inside of your mind space. They say, be quiet. Nzinga, Nizinga, Sheshone says, be quiet. Papa says, hey. I said, be quiet too. Oh my goodness. I don't know, Papa. We'll talk about another mistake soon. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's my okay, Quatita, I'll wait. Okay. Um, Papa says that he loves upon you, Taurus. And to Taishayana, he says, in gratitude for taking him up off the floor. So he appreciates that. Some of you are getting ready to come into your spiritual gifts, Taurus, and don't be afraid of it. Utilize it, embrace it. Know that what is for you, and can't nobody stop it nor take it. Now, um, some of my single Tauruses, y'all like getting ready to get into something. So that's probably also a reason why they're saying stop being all that this is that you're talking about. However, I still feel like this is still not the relationship that you're looking for, but it's going to be something for you to engage in that's going to help you to pass the time. Um, some of you may make it a relationship, and that'll be okay, because I feel like inside of that, there are going to be lessons that will be learned. It's not going to be very lethal or fatal, but it's going to be like, oh, that's what that is. Oh, child, I'm so glad I ain't Taurus. Fuck. Oh, please don't let me be nobody's lesson. Please. I don't want that. Come on. No, no, no. Okay. Um, mm-mm, mm-mm. Uh, but some are going to be putting it in, some is going to be throwing it back, and that's going to be okay. Just enjoy yourself. This is getting ready to go into cuddle weather, so you might want a cuddly buddy anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be okay. Don't put too much stock in it, but enjoy yourself, enjoy it. Some of you are getting ready to start businesses, but some are going to go into some jobs. There's getting ready to be a few of you that get hired on to, somebody's putting you on to a job, or somebody is helping you. That's gonna work out for you. That's gonna be good. Like somebody has said, hey, Lisa, I gotta Elise, Lisa, I keep hearing that. I have a job for you. My job is hiring. Like, you're gonna be okay going into that. But just go in and do your job. You ain't got to make friends. Just go in there and do your job, Taurus, okay? Stack your bread, build your bread. And if you're one of the Tauruses that's having the weight issue, whether you feel like you're too thin or too big, like, either do something about it or quiet your heart space. Either do something about it or quiet your heart space. Now, for my Tauruses that are already in relationships, I don't know if one of you are moving out, but I feel like, or have moved out, because I feel like someone moves out and moves back in. Or if you've already moved out, I feel like somebody moves back in. There will be an aspect of moving out and moving back in. One, because like one of you in a relationship continuously are not listening and feel like you know more. You trying to, excuse me, prove that you're right. But I feel like there's a good gap in between the ages inside of this dynamic. You need to hold your ground and steadfast, Taurus. Like, if you know what you know, don't allow nobody to talk or tell you what it is that you know, because in the end, which is a lot of times inside of your personal dynamic and relationship, you have been right in the end each time. Now, that doesn't mean that you're always right, but in a lot of times you have found yourself to be correct when you are having these dynamic conversations with your spouse, and you're trying to tell your spouse, hey, this is what I feel is going to be best for me, and not listening, and you do what that spouse has wants you to do instead of following your soul. You found that, damn, I should have just listened to me. Please listen to yourself, okay? And gratitude. Also, Taurus, Spirit says you're getting ready to show your true colors, or someone is getting ready to show their true colors. And that could be the pushing of the envelope again. But I really feel like I'm moving forward into a different conversation inside of that. Because I feel like you're getting ready to show your true colors, almost not in a bad way, but I feel like you're about to show up and show out on what you can do, who you are by nature. Taurus. So don't give up on yourself. Push yourself to a whole nother space. Okay. Aries. Aries. Huh. First thing I heard was true religion, and then I asked, were we talking about clothing? They said religion is not just something that you're reading out of the Bible. Your religion could be a many of things. Me and Malika just talked about this yesterday. Your religion could be how you wake up and brush your teeth every day, or your routine, your ritual. Like, a religion is that. Be true to who you are. Be true to your religion of what you are inside of your dynamic, inside of yourself. Aries, be true to you. You are your religion. Ooh, somebody has been lying to you, Aries, for the last few months, and you have just, child, don't I fucking know it? Just stab a bitch. I'm telling you, somebody has been lying to you, and you have been ignoring it. Or you have been lying to someone, Aries, and it's time for you to be quiet either way. It's time for you to be quiet either way. One, if you are the one lying, just be quiet. Say nothing else. Do nothing else that's going to wreak havoc or wreck your relationships with people. Two, if someone has been lying to you and you felt it, sit back and be quiet like I did, and it will show itself. Believe that, because it's getting ready to come to a head. So if you are the one that's lying, listen, please just go on and be quiet. And if they ask you, did you lie, just say yes, you did, because it's getting ready to hit the fan. It's getting ready to come out. I'm telling you, it is getting ready to come out. Whether you are lying or someone is lying to you, just be quiet. It's going to come out. There's also something about a death that's haunting you. And I don't mean like you're seeing this person. I mean, like, the feelings of grief has crept back into you and is starting to weigh heavy on you. And it could be that you're feeling like, you don't know why the things in your life is going the way that they are. But it is something about incident or someone's passing that is creeping back into your soul, that is taking you off your path. We want you to let it go. We want you to let it go. Okay? because you can't change it. It is okay to miss someone. It is okay to wish you had one more moment with that person, but then you must let that go and breathe and just push forward outside of that. You cannot hold on to that, Aries, okay? It's going to be all right. Child, that baby look like she about 9 years old and she studied in a motherfucker. Child, too cute though, too cute. But she has a lot of lesbian just written all over her. Aries, you kind of need to put your foot down on some stuff, because if you don't, um, oh, Aries, you got a lot of shit going on. Something about somebody is trying to, I don't know, bribe you or bribe someone around you. It's some sort of situation with jail or facing court costs or court time. Like it is a lot happening around some of the Aries. I know you laughing, Nick, because that probably was your ass. You probably was study as hell at 9 years old. Aries, you have a lot of shit going around you. Like it is a lot of things that are happening around you. I really want you to do a cleansing, Aries. You need to cleanse your energy. Really, please, because there's a lot of shit that is happening, like something with money. Like you probably are feeling that effects of your money um coming up and down. It feels like my sister texts like, if somebody, can people put financial roots on you? Yes, they can. And Aries, I almost feel like either someone is cursing your pockets, or like you are feeling the effects of like this negative energy that is around you, Aries, because I really feel like your pockets are being hit. Like I don't even give a shit if somebody just come up and give you $1,000. It feels like within like an hour, 2 hour span, your fucking money has disappeared. Like where the fuck is damn, I just spent that? I just got, it's almost like it's just seeping from your pockets. There's also a situation inside of a lover's quarrel with some Aries. I don't know how many or if it's just one, but you're gonna understand it if you understand it. um there's either some sort of situation where you either found out or you're trying to figure out if your spouse has been cheating, if there is a baby coming from a different place. Yes, the fuck there is. Yes, this person has been. And that may be what the whole line is. And if you are that Aries that are doing that kind of line, I'm telling you, the shit is about to hit the fan. So if you have been thinking like nobody is gonna know that you have been creeping with the motherfucking downstairs neighbor, bitch, that is getting ready to come the fuck out. Seriously. It is such a lot of things, and some of this, I feel like reason why they want you to sit quiet, Aries, is because some of this can bring up some jail shit, can cause jail time. Like somebody, it's a lot of havoc. Clear your space, get you some sage, get you some lemon, cut that lemon, put it in a water bottle, spray your motherfucking house down, sit down, be quiet, burn you some sage. You need all of the help you can get. Take you a spiritual bath. Tell motherfuckers, no, you can't come to my house. None of that. Like, you need to sit the fuck down. Seriously. Because some of the Aries behavior has been ridiculous. The word that was used was atrocious, and your behavior has been ridiculous. Um, Not all of you, but some of you, and there's a lot going on. Some Aries need to also go and do what you need to do for the due diligence of your pH, because your pH is off. It could be some of the stress. Some of you need to really look at that and get that taken care of, because I feel like a couple of you may have plans this weekend, and bitch, you might get a surprise if you don't know that that's going on. So please go get and check out your pH balance, because you need to be drinking some water. Get that on, get that on, get that on, okay? Child, she said check back up with us next month. And hopefully y'all in a better situation, because it is nothing but chaotic energy around you right now. And I feel like that also goes for the Aquarius as well. I feel like there's a little bit of chaotic energy around the Cancer, but not a lot. Um, there's also chaotic energy around the Pisces as well, and Libra, but not like it is with this motherfucking Aries. Okay. Whew, let's move on to the Aquarius, child. Aquarius. Hmm. That is so weird. Spirit says, be careful how you prick your finger because it might put you to sleep, Aquarius. I feel like they're referencing spell work, or they're referencing um, somebody that is coming up against you without your knowledge. See, that's that chaos that's around the Aquarius, too. Yeah. Um, like somebody is wanting to put you to sleep, or somebody is rocking you to sleep with some bullshit. And I honestly feel like some of this could be family. Some of this can be family. But a lot of you Aquarius is sitting in it because it feels like normalcy to you. It feels like, oh, this must be what this is just the way it is. It does not have to be just the way it is. Like, this doesn't have to be your normal. You can find a new normal, Aquarius. There's something that's been happening in your sleep, Aquarius, whether you are waking up out of your sleep at strange hours or someone keeps communicating with you in your sleep. I feel like they're trying to give you a warning. I feel like someone, and I almost feel like I know who it is, but I feel like there's an Aquarius who has a sibling that has passed, and she keeps saying, "Tell her I said hello. Tell her I said hello." And I feel like I understand, so I'm not gonna call that person's name, but and because it may be someone else, but I feel like your sister says hello. Like, you need to be taking some of your money and putting it towards that studio or towards that business. And whether the studio is for music, or if that's your art studio or your studio where you say you're going to be like sewing your clothes, making your clothes, like, you need to be putting it towards what you want it to go towards, not what you feel like is supposed to happen. I feel like there's a lot of emotional energy right now around the Aquarius as well, where it's kind of like an up and down, like it's got you in your feelings, and it's having you question some stuff. Don't go to the latter part of that where you're starting to think, should I be here? Should I be here? Listen, don't go into that. Go into, what can I do to make my life change, to make my life different? How can I go into this part of my life, a different chapter in my life, and have it be different from the last chapter that's closing? Like, even if you're wanting love, you need to have love of self first, so you can see what's happening all the way around you first, Aquarius. Stop getting in the middle of things as well. I feel like that, like with family, like, if you have siblings that are having some things going on, or your sibling is having some issues going on with your parents, like, don't feel like that's your place to need to step in there all the time, Aquarius. Like, sit and be quiet on some things. Also, again, I don't know if we talked about this last month, but some Aquariuses need to check your car or your vehicle or your work truck. Like, you need to check this. There's something happening and you're not paying attention. Don't be a dumbass. Pay attention. When you hear it, see it, feel it in your vehicle, check that shit. Also, Aquarius, Spirit says there's no need for grandstanding. When I say that, what I mean is you don't have to, everything I do for this motherfucking family, nobody gives a fuck. You're the only one that's seen it. So, no grandstanding. If you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. Choose you first, Aquarius. Y'all have such a big issue with that. I mean, for crying out loud. Y'all have such a big issue with choosing you first. If you don't choose first, motherfucker, I'm tired of it. Please choose you first. Some of the Aquariuses have spiritual gifts that are developing, and it's either frightening to you or something because they don't want it to be, and I feel like either you're questioning it or they don't want you to question it, because some of you have spiritual gifts that are developing, and I feel like they're popping open quickly, and it just feels like, oh my God, is this true? Oh my God, I don't know, am I really seeing, am I really hearing it? Start to write it down when you're seeing, feeling, hearing, whatever the way it's communicating with you. um don't be scared, like, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. You don't, I mean, you could say that, it may stop for a while, but if spirit feels like you are ready to receive your spiritual gift, you will receive your spiritual gift. Now, if you're receiving it in a way that is frightening to you, ask them to change how you receive it or how the information comes into you. It's something about your father, Aquarius. And again, this is general, so it doesn't apply to everyone, but it could be a living father, or a cross father, or a stepfather. But it's something about playing chess, not checkers, or either used to play chess with your father, not checkers. So it's something with that. Um, I also want you to pay attention. If you know, then you know. If you feel like you have something going on with your ovaries, I want you to really take that serious and go and have that checked out. It may save your existence, okay? It may save your existence, because I keep hearing something about ovarian cancer or the development of. And that may, if that's not you, Aquarius, it could be someone directly connected to you and is looking for this answer. Please pay attention to what I'm saying so you can pay attention to this, okay? Now, they also say, Aquarius, that you have a prodigy, someone that's coming up after you, meaning someone is watching how you behave or is training under you in life in some capacity. And they want you to make the very best decisions you can so that prodigy will make the best decisions they can, okay? Also, Spirit says it's okay to touch it. It's yours. Pisces. I don't know why I can't never spell Pisces. I don't know why. Shit, I can't never spell Pisces. I don't even know how to fucking spell it. I can't never spell it correctly. I don't know why. Pisces. It's okay for somebody else to foot the bill. Not everyone won't foot the bill, but it's okay that somebody does foot the bill. But you have to be able to grow in such a sense to where you're feeling great about footing the bill. um and I feel like you're about to grow in abundance when it comes to um finances as well as spiritual growth, because the spirit is wanting to applaud some of the Pisces for your spiritual growth and for like listening and kind of being accountable. But I feel like you're still lacking in a certain area of accountability, um, to where it's coming off wrong, or you're still being unaware of how you're showing up in certain parts and certain aspects when it comes to people. But continue to work through it, because it may come to a head, and that may be, again, the catalyst, what you would need in order for you to see that light and start making more changes to self. But you have to be all ears, Pisces, to where you can hear what's being said to you. I don't know why I need to say Dominic, 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 but I keep hearing that connected to the Pisces. I don't know what that's about, but I need to say Dominic, Dominic, Dominic. Also, I need to say Larry Berry, Larry Berry. So I don't know if it's Larry Berry, Berry Berry, but it sounds like Larry Berry. So for whatever, I need to acknowledge that. Now, for some of the Pisces, that vehicle that you keep asking about will come to you. You're going to be able to get that car. That makes sense because my daughter's a Pisces. One of them, she's trying to get a car, so that makes me very happy. Um, you're going to be able to get that car, but you need to make sure that that car is going to be your responsibility, and don't forget where you came from. Hmm. There's going to be an intrusion because someone from your past comes to wreak havoc. Like somebody has been watching your growth, someone is seeing your glow up, somebody is watching and they do not like it. They do not like that you are doing your thing. They do not want you to be happy without them. They either feel like they've done a lot for you, or they feel like, you know, you belong to them. They feel like fuck you, whether that's an old relationship or just someone you used to know, or a troll that's always been trolling and they are waiting for their moment with you. Someone from your past is going to show up and show the fuck out, and please, you show up and show the fuck out, because don't nobody have the right to come into your space of existence on no bullshit. The governor says he has you. Huh. Someone is really up to a lot of mischief and trying to involve you in this, Pisces. Don't let it throw you, because I feel like you're doing well. Mm. Sometimes the less you say, the less you wish you would have said. I'll say it again. Sometimes the less you say, the less you wish you would have said. Pisces, it may be someone coming from your past that you had some sort of conversations with, and maybe had been venting about something. And I feel like they are going to put you on blast about what you have said about someone. They want to cause havoc in your space. Don't allow them to do it. If you have no choice about it, just own up to whatever it is, explain it, and move forward. I swear, it feels like, oh, that's cute. You and your bestie, y'all on the glow up. Well, does she know that you said, So it feels like some shit like that. Or do your dude know that you used to fuck Calvin? Like, what? Like, please, please, please. Okay. Um, Continue to be born again, Pisces, and just know that you're trying to go in the right direction. Don't let a motherfucker set you back. And that's on period. That happened already. I took accountability. Period. That's all you can do is take accountability. Gratitude for the validation. All you can do is take accountability and move forward. Okay. If they know, they know. If not, it's cool. Scorpio. 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 My name is Tita Scorpio. Scorpio. I'm super fine. Scorpio. Scorpio. You fuck with me. Scorpio. Scorpio. I blow your mind. Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay. Mm. They said sex is coming, love is coming, everything you ask for is coming. Can you handle it? Will you be able to handle it? Or will you run from it? Do you have your track shoes on? Or are you going to stand firm, 10 toes down in the face of everything that you asked for? You're passing a lot of the tests. Something tragic is also coming. But I feel like, much like the Virgo, you are aware that this is coming or that this is happening. Um, I can't take no more. I can't. Um, Spirit said you can and you will. Okay. 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 He said it won't be like the last. Gratitude, because I can't. Oh, please. No, please. Um, you're going to be pushing yourself to the limit, but this is going to take you on an all new high. It is going to be something that, like for the next few weeks, it's just going to be like growth after growth. Um, like everything that people are throwing at you is going to fall flat. I feel like some of the Scorpios will fall for it, but in the end, it'll still fall flat. Like it's still gonna miss you. You're gonna be on your matrix shit. Like it's still gonna miss you. But please know, you're gonna grow from all of it. This is a good time for the Scorpio right now. Apparently I am not the only Scorpio that Yehuda had to take a step back to allow you to take cover or take care of some things, because Yehuda was coming at me, telling me, and I wasn't listening. And so he stepped back and I said, why did you step back from me? I could feel that your energy is not as close as it was. And he was very quiet and silent until all of this shit came out. So I'm not the only Scorpio that Yehuda had to take a step back from, because apparently there are other Scorpios that have not been listening to his word. And when he speaks nothing but truth. And so we have to start listening and taking accountability for how we not only show up to ourselves, but how we allow other people to show up to us. Okay. Also, Spirit says that person that you thought it was going to be, it's not even that person. So when love does come in, allow it to seep in, because it's going to be different and it's not coming from where you expect it for it to come to. Even with all of that being said, don't forget to choose you. You must still choose you. Girl, I just want to say, that's your man. Okay, so no, but there's somebody for everybody. I don't judge. I'm just saying what I see. Somebody for everybody, but okay. I mean, hobbits need love too. Hobbits need love too. I'm a hobbit. I don't give a shit. It's whatever, you know. Um, but I ain't mean. Look, I see what I said. Um, Scorpio. Make sure you're taking care of your teeth. You need to be flossing and making sure, and I'm out of my floss. I need to go get some more. Make sure you're flossing and taking care of your teeth. Limit yourself on moving your money, Scorpio. Like, stop giving it out. Like, it's time to take a step back. You've given all that you're going to give. No, no, no. No more borrowing that's not being paid back, Scorpio. Like, really, really get yourself to a place where you now this is about you, because you're getting ready to have some good things come to your table. But some of you are going to miss this because you have not exited some people out of your place of existence, because you still are not listening. So some of you may miss it. You may miss the wave. I don't want to miss the wave, but you may miss it. There's going to be that shakeup. Again, like I said, there's something tragic that's happening. But I feel like we're talking about like somewhere in the first or second week in November. There's something that is happening in that time. I really want to say like the second week in November. It feels like it's right before Thanksgiving, and that's my grandmother's anniversary. She passed the day before Thanksgiving, one year. But I feel like there's some sort of like happening that's happening right before Thanksgiving, almost like in the second week of November or something. Please know that everything is going to be okay. Also, stop being passive to those that are around you. Everybody does not deserve that 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 goodness that you give. Everybody don't deserve that. Now, some of the Scorpios are being real shitty and bitchy for no fucking reason, and maybe that's because you need to get you some. You're still showing up incorrectly for whatever reason, which is why you're going to miss this wave, because you're still not listening. You're still showing up incorrectly. You're still kind of being shitty and fucked up to people. Um and hey, that also goes for some Cancers and some Saggies, Leos, and Virgos too. You got to pay attention to how you're showing up to people. Spirit says, Scorpio, you've been waiting your turn, but the wait is over. Be prepared for all that is getting ready to come. Some of the Scorpios need to check your breathing. There's something going on in the chest or in the lungs. If you're smoking, that may be your cue that this is your moment to time to quit smoking. Okay. All right. Leo. Okay. So Spirit says, Leo, um, there is a there is a tragic end to a new beginning. Like something is going to end tragic, or and it doesn't mean like death, but it just means like this is going to be something that we did not either think was ending or something, a tragic end to a new beginning. So whatever this is going to cause a new beginning in your life. There's a few Leos. Ooh, child, and she just is mugly too. Shit, the little hobbit and the mugly. God damn, with this little stiff ass wig. I know that's right, Melanites. Love y'all still. Um, she was mugly. Um, some Leos are trying to make the decision about the child's school, or there is a situation that is going to push you to take your child out, and it's going to be like, well, I don't know what I got to do because I work. Listen, you're going to have to find this way, because it is like, it's not going to just be let me find another school to send my child to. This is going to be like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have put my child in school. Okay. um Man, there is something about a Leo in the child school and something about a detention center. I don't know if there's a Leo whose child is going to have some situation to where whatever happens at school will send that child to a detention center. Like, I feel like they're coming after someone's child that is a Leo, or either that child is a Leo. Please protect your children. And I feel like this is a situation that almost you may have a heads up on, because it feels like Mr. Whitehead keep fucking with me. Mr. Whitehead, he keeps sending me to the office. Like, you almost can see this coming. But Spirit also says you must take accountability on how your child keeps showing up at school as well. Something about the gratification of keep buying this child clothes or shoes, but this child is not performing or doing what this child, which feels like a guy, but it could be a little girl, is not doing what they are supposed to do, but you keep giving them rewards. This is going to be fucked up. This is going to be fucked up because you're not paying attention. They said, do not say we didn't warn you. Okay? Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. They say prosperity will be yours for the taking, but will you take it? If you don't, somebody else will take the opportunity. So Spirit is going to be presenting you with some opportunities for financial growth or financial success or financial gain. And it is going to be up to you to take it. Even if it involves some loopholes, and like you have been praying and asking and manifesting for something to happen because you need some help with XYZ, and this comes to your table and it's like, well, I don't know. But there should be a loophole or two that will help you to acquire this to help you. And I feel like, don't worry, this will later go away. This won't come back to you, or something like there. You will have your justification inside of this. But if you are out there on the water and Yehuda keeps sending you boats and you keep passing by these boats, like, no, Yehuda's coming to get me. Yehuda then sent you 3 boats, okay? Some of the Leos are living la vida loca. He says, knock it off with the crazy shit. Knock it off. Everybody does not fear you. Stop threatening people. Stop talking about you're going to pull up, because you're only going to pull up to your driveway and go in the house. Knock it off. Also, someone in your life is not performing correctly. Like, I also feel like someone is lying to you, Leo, um, as well. But I feel like it's not like a whole bunch of chaotic shit. It feels like if I have to give you hypothetical, it feels like, Leo, like, hey, my mom keeps asking me for money, but mom is not really spending this money on where she's telling you to spend. She's spending it. I feel like there's like a small lie being told here. There are a few Leos that are also going to be relocating, like moving to a different city, a different state, doing something like that. Like, there's going to be some Leos that are going to be moving about. But Spirit says, with all of this greatness that's happening and all of this goodness that has the potential to happen, and the move that has the potential to happen, and some of the other stuff, like, don't get overwhelmed, or don't think. Say it again, Yehuda. Oh, okay. Yehuda says, plainly put, don't take Yehuda's kindness for weakness. He does not want to have to show up and show out, Leo. Period. Period. Yehuda says, because if you can't say it with your chest when addressing him, don't say it at all then, because he's not going to play that game. He said, all right, all right. Gemini. Spirit says it's time for you to take some chances. It's going to serve you well if you get out of your own way. Mm. Spirit also says it's time for you to let this situation go, don't you think? It's been long enough, don't you think? Spirit says this is going to be our last time to tell you that it's time for you to let this go, because the next time, excuse me, they're not going to be, ooh, not going to be so kind about it. It's okay. Hey, babies, they excited. They don't. Maybe wasn't meaning to hit my damn car. She said, "Oh my God." Okay. It's okay. You was excited. Come on, shake my hand. You all right? Have a good day. Okay. Did you have fun at school? Good. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Um, Gemini. It's okay. It's okay. She's feeding him too many sweets or something. Something about his behavior. His behavior is dictated upon what they keep feeding them. Not feeding them correctly. That's okay. Um. Okay. Mhm. There's something about Ayana or someone Powell. I don't know if Powell is separate from Ayana or if it's Ayana Powell. Like, I need to acknowledge that those two names. So there's Powell and Ayana. I need to acknowledge that connected to the Gemini for whatever reason. I don't think it's necessarily connected to those people right there, but it may be. But I believe I'm talking about Gemini. Um, mm, okay, right, okay. Quiet that for me, please, Yehuda. Gemini. Okay. Gemini. Gemini. Spirit says it's time for you to let that go, right? Um, whatever has been holding you to this placement that you have had a hard time shaking, whether that's just the way you see, think, or have been behaving, like it's kind of time to just stop that and move forward. Like it's time to let some situation go because it's held you in place long enough. Okay. Um, there's going to be, I feel like Gemini is getting ready to be looking at an opportunity for some sort of employment or switch of employment. But I feel like for some, it may be contingent on you having to go to a different part of the company or move to a different place. Um, or there will be a job offer outside of that company where it may like require you moving somewhere so your commute isn't so big, or the opportunity is actually in a different state. Before you turn that down, the spirit says you need to look at that. Before you turn that down, you need to look at that. Now, Spirit keeps saying something about jurisdiction, but I feel like there are some Geminis or a Gemini that is wanting to go into law or law enforcement to some degree, whether, I don't know if that's like paralegal, lawyer, police officer, but there's a Gemini that is wanting to go into law enforcement. Yes, it's okay that you look at that. It's okay that you move inside of that, but keep your wits about you, Gemini. Also, Gemini, for some of you, one, you've been doing fairly well saving back up your money again. Um, you've kind of been penny pinching, but it's good that you've been saving. Okay. Now, two, there's also going to be something tragic around the Gemini that happens as well. But you're going to also be okay because I don't feel like it necessarily affects you or your physical body. Now, if it is affecting you to the point where someone or the situation is very close to you, please know you're going to have to walk through this the way that the spirit needs you to walk through this for you to come out the other side okay. Okay. It's also time for you to push yourself to the limit, Gemini. Understand where your happiness is. Understand where your happiness lies. Understand what makes you happy. Who do you owe, Gemini? What is keeping you from the true happiness that you feel like you deserve? What is that? If there's a situation that you need to walk away from, please look at how to do that, even if it's psychological or emotional, or if it's a physical thing, or it's a spiritual thing. Look at how to walk away from it so you can find yourself in the happy space, so you can be your best self, because something has been keeping some of the Geminis from being and showing up being your best self. Take the next 2 weeks to apply that to self. Something, oh, mm. You know what, Yehuda? Listen, okay. So there's a grandmother, then she keeps saying twin, like either she's a twin or she is speaking to the twin. And I know we're talking about the Gemini, so I said, Yehuda said you don't have to give the message if you don't want to, but are you going to be petty or are you going to grow? So I'm going to grow. And so to the twin or the grandmother that is the twin, she says that I love you and I'm watching over you and I understand where you've been or where you've come from or what you've come through. But sometimes in choices in life, you have to take accountability and understand, and maybe you can move forward if there is accountability taken, or maybe you can move forward by just understanding the situation. And I'll leave it at that. Also, process, Gemini. Watch the food that you're eating. Like if you need to be taking the supplements, the herbs, or whatever, please do that. Okay. I feel like you're going to walk through the next 2 months, but I want you to walk through with your head up, Gemini. Like, really take this opportunity to change everything that you've been saying for the last like 3 weeks that you want to change. Take this opportunity to change that shit because you don't have to sit in it. No more crying at night. No more, because if was a fifth, we would all be drunk. Okay, period. Um, Love will come, love will go, but you have to get your mind right to receive the love that you feel like is due to you. Okay, and that is whether you're a single Gemini or whether you are in a relationship, you must truly, truly see self, love self. And this is the crazy part. Because there's either a few Geminis that are in a relationship or one Gemini that's in a relationship where you have been questioning for like 3 or 4 weeks your relationship. I don't give a fuck how long or how short you have been in this relationship. It feels like I want to grow, but I feel like I can't grow inside of this. But that person may not necessarily be a bad person, but it feels like I need a break from this, or I need to move on from this. And I just want to be different from this, or I want to see myself outside of this. Like, I don't know if there's a Gemini that's been in a relationship from the time they were younger and now where they are in their life right now. They want some time apart, but it's like, how do I separate my life? Because this person is my life. So it feels like I just want to do me and be free. Not that I even want to deal or have sex or be with somebody else. I just want to see what it's like to be me without someone else. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. That it really makes me, oh my God. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Because let me speak very genuinely to you. That is so okay. And that is so, you don't owe nobody anything. You don't owe that. You owe it to self to be self. You owe it to self to love you enough to just see who you are outside of that relationship. You're okay. You are okay. If you just need time, then time is what you need, and you can do it. You can stand on your own 2 feet. You are not contingent on being in this relationship to be the person that you are. You're not intertwined in the soul that way. You can stand on your own. You may just need 6 months by yourself. Fucking take it. If that person can't understand, then they just can't understand. But you have to do what is going to be right for you. Okay? Sagittarius. Saggies. Let me see something. All right, we on the last one. Saggies. Saggies, true blue you, the mirror is now facing you, and it's time that you stand in front of it. Mm, mm, mm. Some of the Saggies have been running from life, all the while life, mm, well, life has and hasn't been chasing you. Life is just being there, and it is actually passing you the fuck by. While you're waiting for life to begin, Sagittarius, life has already started. You have to catch up with life. There's a child connected to one of the Sagittariuses that needs attention, I feel like medically, but it feels like it's unknown to you, or it's unknown for some reason. And it's like, now you need to look at this, you need to see this, um, and know that you are just as important as the people that kind of try to make you not to be important, Sagittarius. Like, life is passing you by because you have not stood inside of the life cycle. You are in a endless cycle. You keep going through the same things and you're trying to figure out why, Sagittarius. Right now is your moment to stand inside that mirror and take a deep look. Are you going to stand in the mirror, Sag, and say, I am okay with me? Or are you going to take your head and crack that mirror because you can't take what you see? You are divinely created and you are okay, Sag. Some of the Sagittarius has pushed many things to the limit, and now things are pushing back. But now it's about the way that you grow from it, the way you come through it. Um, it feels like money will kind of be scarce right now, excuse me. It's going to be a little scarce for you right now, but I feel like going into the spring, you're like, you'll be in a different position. But speaking of the next 3 to 4 weeks, money is going to be a little scarce. Don't allow that to frighten you, Sagittarius, okay? Don't allow that to frighten you, because there's going to be some opportunities that also come your way. Spirit says you're going to be shaking a tree and nothing falls out. It is something about some of the Sagittariuses opening up different doors and being surprised by what's behind these doors. Something that you've been trying to hold on to is going to come to an end rapidly. And even if that's already happened, I feel like there is something else that's also going to come to an end rapidly without you even knowing that it was coming to an end. Spirit says choose your words carefully and kindly, because you never know when those words, mm, you never know when those words may be the last words that are able to be spoken to some degree or for whatever reason. For example, like, even if this is an employment situation, or if this is a situation with your family, like, you may want to watch your words, because you don't know after that when you'll be able to speak again, or speak those words again, or if those words will or will not fall upon deaf ears. Be kind in your demeanor and watch your tongue. Something is going to come to an end rapidly. Now, some of the Saggies is going to have um, some really good things come to them, because I feel like there's a few of the Sagittarius been wanting to lose weight, and I feel like you're seeing it, and I feel like either by Thanksgiving, like, you would have been dropped more pounds. And congratulations to you, because I feel like that's kind of like some of your goals is to get down by like Thanksgiving or before Christmas. And I feel like, yes, some of you will meet those goals, okay? But I don't know if some of the Sagittarius is being judgmental, because the spirit keeps saying, if you can't walk a mile in that person's shoes, how dare you criticize their feet? Again, watch your tongue. Watch your tongue, okay? Um some of you are getting ready to meet the goals that you had set for yourself. You will be meeting those goals, whether that is the weight loss or whether that is pushing that business. Like, you need to promote, promote, promote. Now, some of the goals that some of you are going to be meeting is you were waiting for this relationship, or you were hoping that this person like asked to marry you, or you was hoping that your cuddy buddy would then become your permanent boo thing. Some of this is going to happen for you. So just hold on. Just hold on. We going home. It's going to happen for you. So just be prepared to be able to receive what you're needing to receive. That's not all the Saggies, but if you know, you know. Let me listen. I feel like some Sagittariuses need to prepare for some things that are coming to them. And I feel like, I don't know if we're expecting to hear something next week or if something is happening next week, but I feel like rapidly things are changing. Some things for the good, some things are not for the good. I don't know why I need to acknowledge Louis, Louise, but there's an L name like Louis, Louise, like the Sagittarius that are connected to that. Some things are happening next week that is not feeling so good to me. Or in the next 2 weeks, like by November 1st, some things are setting in that is not going to be pleasant. Now, for some reason, Sagittarius, they're saying for you not to overspend, like to watch your dollars. Like, don't overspend, watch your dollars. I feel like some of you are getting ready to go to some sort of like reunion or some sort of gathering. You'll be at some sort of gathering. I don't know why I keep feeling like it's something to do with, I don't know. I almost feel like school, like a old school, like a reunion or some kind of gathering. And I feel like you're going to meet somebody or you're going to come back into an old flame that may be good for you. Okay. Um, but there is some sort of gathering that some of the Sagittariuses will be going to, and I feel like it's going to be an opportunity in some capacity that will be okay for you, that will be good for you, that will change your life in some way, whether that is bring forth a new love that's going to show you something different inside of self, or there's going to be some sort of job work opportunity that will arise from it. Spirit says it's time to wake up, Saggies. Like, you are who you are, and there's no running from it. Either you're going to do what you're supposed to do, or life is just going to keep removing things and pushing you into this placement to be and stand in who you are. You're great all by yourself, Sagittarius, and you don't need any falsifications. You don't need no falsehoods. You don't need any of these things. I also need to acknowledge a name like Jerry. Um, and I don't know if that's what the whole in the othering, like the Jerry Berry or whatever, if this was coming into this, but I need to acknowledge something with Jerry, for one of the Sagittariuses or some of the Sagittariuses. Um, oh, I wonder. There was a shooting that took place yesterday in Cincinnati, and I think the young man who was killed, his name is like Jeremiah or something, because my cousin knows this person, and for some reason I need to acknowledge this young man and say that, like, this is okay, or he's okay, or the situation is going to be okay. I feel like there's some sort of light that will come to this, and an understanding of will come to this. And I feel like to some capacity, justice will be served, whether that is street justice or whether that is like legal litigation, judicial system justice. But I need to say that I don't know if there was a wound under here, but I feel like in the rib cage or something. But please know that he is okay. Um, I feel like he really doesn't know why this happened to him, but I feel like this has a connection to do with someone else. Um, and I feel like he paid the penalty for the actions either of someone else, because I don't feel like necessarily this has direct to do with him, but has to do with him. But there is either someone else inside of this. Um, but I almost feel like this has something to do. That's weird as fuck, and I'll say it. This has something to do with pushing somebody's campaign or pushing something political. Like, I feel like there's something more behind this shooting. Okay. Um, Something about critical or critical thinking or critical condition. Um, I keep hearing the life was lost or my life was lost, but it'll come to the light. Like, there is a reason behind this, and we're gonna ask the spirit to say why this happened or push why this happened to the forefront, so this will not go unrecognized as to why this happened. Protect yourselves, protect your children, everyone. This has been the horoscopes for the mid month of October and the first beginning of November. Please know that, if you know, then you know. I hope everybody was able to receive something from this. My love and condolences and peace to that young man's family, and to my cousin who was also affected by this. I show gratitude, and I hate, you said his daughter was on here. I send so much condolences to your family. Okay, gratitude, peace.